I think the day will come that both kids might play each other in the finals of a Grand Slam. Richard's very fortunate. It's lucky you get one in the family, but he has two.
Compton, California, to Delray Beach, Florida, so that his daughters Venus and Serena could enroll at the Rick Macci Tennis Academy.
Both girls are unbelievably competitive, and when you see them play, you can't really pick up on that. You'd have to see them in a competitive situation. But the way they compete, both the girls would run over broken glass to get to a ball. But Venus is a great ball striker. You know, she's very aggressive, and we're just trying to teach her to use her athletic ability to attack and swarm, not to use that speed defensively. But her best strength is her competitiveness. Now the little one, you know, because when you have an older sister, the little one's sometimes always forgotten. Serena's probably the best athlete that I've ever had at this academy. She's very natural. She seems like she has all the time in the world to do everything. She knows where you're going to hit it before you do. Just a lot of intangible qualities that really a lot of people can't see, but at championship level, that spells the difference.
All the great ones have it. Come on, good balance. Work on your balance. Excellent job of keeping your head up. Good leg, Serena. Good leg. Throw.
I'd like to thank Mr. Rick Macci, Venus coach, for being here also. You haven't been very demanding. We really appreciate that.
My favorite stories. She's on the court, and she's just standing there, and Venus is on the next court. I said, Serena, you got to move your feet. She goes, why? Now, she was, remember, she was 11. I go, well, you told me you want to be number one. She goes, I will be number one. And I said, well, how can I get you to move your feet? She goes, Rick, I'm really hungry. I want you to go get me some curly fries out of the snack machine, a Pepsi, a Snickers bar. And on the way to work, Daddy drove by the stand and they were selling Green Day T-shirts. Can you have Scott get one in the morning? And you see that girl over there? I'll make her look slower than molasses. So I had Scott go get the curly fries, the Snicker bar, the Pepsi. The next day I said, don't worry about anything. So she, for 1 hour, she was moving her feet. It got to be 3 o'clock and she turned around at me and she goes, you better have that Green Day T-shirt here in the morning, Rick. Now, but I like that. I'm telling you, she's like a character.
So I'm here with Rick Macci, the tennis coach extraordinaire at his facility, his wonderful facility in Boca Raton, Florida. I mean, this place is fantastic. I mean, there's 19 courts. I mean, it's clean as a pin. Brilliant training facilities, an excellent gym. This is quite something. So you have had a hand in training some of the world's greatest players over the past 40 years. These players have come to you as at various ages, but mostly as youngsters, where you have honed and trained and crafted them into champions. Let's start with Venus and Serena. I mean, they are the hot property of the moment. There's the new movie coming out, King Richard, in November. You're in it, yeah, and I know you're very excited about it. So let's start with these two. Tell me, what was it like working with Venus and Serena back in the day?
Yeah, no, I think this is great because, you know, when you turn on your TV set, you know, 10 years later, you see almost a finished product. And I think the people around the world don't understand, you know, the ingredients that really go into baking a cake when these kids are 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. You know, a grip here, a stroke there, it changes people's career. Regarding Venus and Serena, obviously that was one of my biggest projects ever, simply because they both needed a lot of technical help. Let's start with Venus first. You know, when I got Venus, she had big backswings, which we really had to shorten up. She was a little unorthodox, the way she hit her backhand. She wanted to put it down, so I kept that there. There's a lot of arms and legs flying everywhere on her, so I kind of had to put Humpty Dumpty together to solidify that. But the mindset of really how to play, and what I mean by that is attack, swarm, cut the court, take the ball early, no fear, be an attack dog. That mindset to use your speed offensively, that was a staple that I tried to put on Venus because she was a good ball striker. But once I got the technical part cleaned up, shortened the backswing, got a quicker shoulder turn, earlier preparation, maybe a little higher toss on when she served the ball, trying to keep her hands in front more on the volley. Just so much repetitive work that had to be done, because when you're athletic, people don't understand this, it's actually harder sometimes to coach an athlete than it is someone who's not, because an athlete can do many different things. And one of my famous sayings I coined long ago, there's not a wrong way or a right way, there's a better way. So the reconstructive surgery that was done on Venus, okay, in all technical parts of her game was really amazing, because she was a human improviser. But what I did there with the technique, her grips were pretty good. I think that was a big thing. I didn't have to do anything with the grips. With a lot of kids, so I got to do that. It was mainly just shortening up her strokes, making everything more compact, and just general tweaking. Keep the arm up longer on the serve, make sure that you tuck, plant like a gymnast on the left leg. Subtle things like that you get this constant Dr. Peppering, bang, 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 this machine gun every day. And when you're with someone, 3, 4, 5 hours a day, 6 days a week for 4 years, that's a lot. And so, where this started when she was like 11, then when I took her to her debut at 14, and she beat 57 in the world and almost beat #1, something happened during that time frame, big time technically. Now Serena, okay, it was a little different, because she was a little more compact because of her stature. She wasn't as tall and as lanky. She actually had shorter, more compact strokes. Okay, she needed to hit with a little bit more spin overall. I had to get her to get on her front foot and take the ball much earlier. The shoulder turn was pretty natural, but I got that shoulder turn so she was like a pitcher throwing a fastball, always hitting up and out. And it's ironic, I told her she'd have the best serve in the world someday, and here we are 30 years later, and everybody understands she has the best serve in the world. But that just didn't happen without repetition and a lot of technical help, okay, of how to really do the serve. Regarding the backhand, once again, such a good athlete, I wanted them to hit open stance besides closed stance. And a lot of coaches might have put them into a box, but I was ahead of the curve, wanting to know that, hey, you're going to have to hit off your outside leg a lot. The game is faster, quicker, and I knew they could transcend this sport. Serena had amazing hands. Okay, we did a lot of work at the net, and usually when she's at the net now, she delivers the goods. The problem is she usually delivers the goods with a ground stroke or a supersonic serve than she does a volley. So just a lot of technical help. And when I talk like that, I mean biomechanics. And I don't want to get too deep into that, because really 99% of the people that teach the game don't really understand physics, and they don't understand the science of the game and biomechanics. So I don't want to get bogged down on that, but there was enormous technical help with both of the girls. They wouldn't even turn on their overhead, had to keep that left arm up longer because they just wanted to kill the ball. So usually the non-dominant side of their body, it seemed like I talked about that a lot, because they were like whirling derbies on steroids, just swirling, going all over the place. And people got to understand, to say the same thing over and over again, 5, 8, 10,000 times, just to get it automatic is worth it. Because that can change people's lives. That changes careers. That's the difference between millions of dollars someday. And so with both those two, because we had this contractual relationship, the technical work that was done, and then there was a hitting partner every day with both the girls, just so they could groove their strokes and get a lot of repetitions, because we didn't play tournaments. But at the end of the day, enormous work was done on their feet: jump rope, boxing, taekwondo, ballet, jazz, okay? But more importantly, the balance also that I wanted in their lives, besides their father, to be kids and have fun. And that's the art of coaching, but enormous technical help with both Venus and Serena.